Today, I am Serwaa Amihere. I have just about 20 minutes to wrap up the show. We are live on Star FM, Empire FM in Takoradi, and Ultimate FM in Kumasi, and of course on GH1 television. Very, very, large audience, Doc, that we're giving you today. Thank you as well for coming. Now, let's move to a very somewhat controversial,
Why do you love controversial topics?
Do I? I don't know what you're talking about.
I look at your face and you're so happy. Bringing controversies.
No, I ask the questions on the minds of the ordinary Ghanaian.
I'm not sure.
Well, that's what I do. These are not my personal opinions or questions. But, you are known to be very direct and sometimes very blunt. In fact, most times, many say you are very, very blunt. You have made utterances, especially in the run-up to the 2024 elections. There are some who say that your utterances, your posture, contributed very largely to the loss of the NPP. Do you agree?
No.
Are you happy with some of the things that you said?
No.
Which ones are you unhappy about?
And you want to subject me to things that I regret, things that has been taken out of context and dramatized. In election time, things that you say and you get away with, you will never get away with in elections. Yeah, things that you haven't even said are being created for you, let alone things that you have said. And it's not for the person who is opposing you to explain your circumstance. So, a person who is opposing your view or your party would never explain your circumstance. So if you are not deliberate in explaining the circumstances in which you are making a statement, people can easily misinterpret. You've known me for longer than most people. Whether they say I'm blunt or mind shape it into Napo is arrogant.
No, they say you are very arrogant. You are
That's
rude.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you are asked that question, I'm sure you would swear that it's never true because you don't know or never. But like I said, people did a SWOT analysis and say, if you tag him this way, Ghanaians will believe. It's in our nature to believe the negative things we hear about people. It's particularly the nature of the average Ghanaian that they won't care to find out about you getting them out of your bed at 3 a.m., getting prepared and come to sit here and bring in a show at 7:30. Let something untoward come. They would make all sorts of... You wouldn't even believe it's you they are talking about. That is what we have done to ourselves in this country.
You don't think that your statements, utterances contributed to
I've
this?
just said they wouldn't explain the circumstance. They will take the statement that you've made.
What circumstance? Some of
and
them we saw it on TV.
I'll just say, I'll give you one example.
Okay.
But what football team do you support?
Locally, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. English Premier League, Manchester United.
God, we are so close on everything. I don't know how to give an example. But you are a supporter of Kotoko. And you get into a heated debate with an Accra House of supporter. I'm not sure at any time, you are disrespecting the person you are doing an argument with. But when somebody takes more house for in Kwan as a state and decide to give it a negative spin, right? And you are in the middle of a heated election, you might not be even... How many channels can you go on to explain? And who is going to hear it in the charged political atmosphere?
Okay,
so
I'm
coming.
Okay.
I'm saying that, so let me explain very well. I'm saying that if somebody takes your case out of context in a heated political environment and plays it, the number of people who would want to believe that you said it, meaning what the people are, narrative they have, spin they put on, is many more than you can even explain yourself.
Right.
That is why I said that probably now, looking back, I'll never make those statements without clarifying it for people to understand. I'll give an example. They accused me of making Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo better than Nkrumah.
They accused you, or you said it?
I'm coming. They accused me. Because you don't know the context, that's what I'm saying. I said, if you go on your group now, on your page now, and you search, you would find what Yamin said on the political platform about President Mahama and Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
So Yamin, in that same year, on the political platform, had said John Mahama did far better than Nkrumah. It never got the negative traction. But he said it. It's still on the website and the pages. A chief in one of the paramountcies in Greater Accra, when President Mahama visited, stated boldly that Mahama has done better than Nkrumah. When I get onto my political platform, and I say, knowing the infrastructure and the things that President Akufo-Addo has done, President Akufo-Addo is much better than Kwame Nkrumah, or he's the best president since Ghana's independence. And Nkrumahs don't like it. This particular story, a very, very notable Nkrumahist who had benefited under Kwame Nkrumah's regime, had a house given to him somewhere in Kanda, went to tell a powerful person that me, Napo, have disrespected what the powerful person has said. When I asked that, let's bring the evidence, and the evidence was finally brought, he asked the guy, is this what Napo said, the reason why you came to me and told me that? Then you have to be careful. So people will twist. That same person, immediately after going to this man, went to tell President Akufo a different story. That, your grandson is praising Nana more than you. But, Serwaa, if you give birth, when you have children, do you aspire that your children become better than you, or aspire your children to become worse off than you?
That they become better than you.
So if governments have come, governments have gone, we have to understand that government should improve the lot that they came to meet.
Okay.
And when I say that in 1960, the total population in secondary school was not 1 million. And now, in 2025, the total population is more than 1 million. And what Nana Addo offered in free SHS, it would never existed even under Kwame Nkrumah. So Nana Addo has done better. Evidentially is a fact. But somebody then takes it that, you have insulted Nkrumah, because that is what a person says will give traction, not examining the evidence. So like I said, people's allegations and narratives excite people and they repeat it, not the evidence for the Attorney General to take it to court.
Okay.
So people say, because of that speech, Napo is arrogant. People are happy for a Ghanaian to be labeled arrogant, not examining the facts of the situation. So that's why I said, on hindsight, some of the things that probably I said, I'll put it in a far better perspective, or far different statement. Or better still, I wouldn't even make that statement again because I've learned my lesson.
Okay.
If politics, we don't learn your lessons. Like my senior brother, President Mahama, will not be back in power. He learned his lessons. He made the statements he should make. He said he has changed. Ghanaians, 8 years after, they removed him. Brought him back with an overwhelming majority in Parliament.
Okay. I'll ask you 4 more questions before I go, because I really have to go. You mentioned...
It's just you have to do that sometimes. I'm reluctant to come.
I'm sorry. You have mentioned former President Akufo-Addo's name. There are many people, including CSOs, your political opponents, who have said that he will go down as the worst president Ghana has ever had. Do you agree?
See, I don't want us to bring CSOs in. There are 10 code CSOs who have all migrated into political offices.
Who are those?
Many of them. Many of them. Now, when I even look back and I see some of them enjoying positions, and I just oppose the statements they made, they were not CSOs. They were not neutral propagators of information. Okay. They were very, 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 very aligned people who pretended that they are CEOs. In all fields, in economy, in education, in energy. I remember there was one particular one who was blasting me in energy. Every day he would say about, and now if he finds himself in a certain position, and I was wondering, Wow.
Which one is that?
I'll mention it. I said, Nana, Serwaa, there's no way I'll mention anybody's name. But there are. There are. There are people who were education CSOs who, no matter what you did, were saying things, but now are sitting at the table and doing worse. So those are not my... It rather fortifies my further, be who you are, be true to your own selves. Don't hide under CSOs because you want the political position.
Right.
So, yes, President Akufo-Addo's failings would be revealed. But I can tell you, without equivocating, policy-wise, and things that we did, maybe in time, we'll come to realize that he meant. A good example is the lithium agreement. A good example is the lithium agreement. How he was maligned for giving Ghana more. And then those precisely who did press conferences against him come and give us a worse thing. And also come on air and not tell the truth. Didn't you hear a senior member of this government go and say that the 5% that they were brought to Parliament was the legal regime? And if it is so, if your 5% was a legal regime and the president had negotiated 10%, you say you don't want the 10. When the president was there, you said the 10 is because he has stolen, he has not done Ghana well. Now your 5%, we should praise you. And why have they withdrawn the bill? Because he forgot that the evidence was that in his own government, when he was the minister for that same ministry that deals with lithium, he went to Parliament to make an amendment to the law that said for royalty, it has to be negotiated. So we have to be careful with our statements that we make. Everybody, including myself. I've learned my lessons.
Okay. How would you then rate President Akufo-Addo's performance out of 10?
Akufo-Addo's performance and electoral performance,
no,
they are not the same thing.
Okay, that's fine. So separate the two. His performance.
So which performance?
Not
in which
the
direction?
electoral performance. I mean,
performance under what? His landmark free
the
SHS.
8 years of his administration.
His landmark free SHS.
Just give me the
that's what I'm saying.
Out of 10.
I'm coming. If you ask me the landmark free SHS, you will get 100% for vision, for implementation, for everything. If you say, it's sad, but for the president that to come around and say, look, 111 districts have no hospitals. Even if you have a health insurance card, paid, and you go to a district and you are ill, and that district has no hospital, what is the function of your card? Then let us set aside money from our oil fund and build hospitals. You say that guy does not know what he was doing?
But they didn't enjoy the district.
If the whole world praised Ghana at the height of COVID for leadership, he said he didn't know what he was doing. When even countries like America were putting teachers off salary, and in Ghana, people stayed at home 5 months, there was zero government revenue, and people still got paid. You think the man hasn't done anything for the country? Yes, the narrative, because of politics, might not sound good or sweet now, but I can tell you, vindication is in the womb of time.
You're very close with the former president. How does he feel about this tag?
I haven't asked him, but I know for a fact that he doesn't think the truth or the facts support it.
Okay. Now, Dr. Bawumia, you have already established that you are in that camp. You are supporting Dr. Bawumia. Have you been promised retention if he wins?
I supported and I've supported and I've wanted Dr. Bawumia to lead this country for a very long time, before he himself even contested as a party. If one day he tells you, you interview him and he opens up, you would know. I never supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because I wanted to be flag bearer or running mate.
Yeah, running mate.
Because look at the facts again. We don't compete. I know now some flag bearers go and sit on radio or TV and say that they got bad publicity because they were competing for vice president. Who competes for vice presidency or running mate? Tell me. Which contest? Which party opens nominations for running mate? I never went to sit with Dr. Bawumia and ask Dr. Bawumia even consider me as a running mate.
You could have sent people to lobby for you.
I never. He himself said publicly that he decided on his running mate long before, and that nobody came to him to lobby. He himself has said it. I'm just saying that.
You have not answered my question.
I'm coming. Because people twist things.
Okay.
Because probably Opoku Prempeh was elected a running mate, people think that it's automatic that I get elected again, I get selected again. There's no automaticity in running mates.
That wasn't my question, though. But has Dr. Bawumia promised you?
No. Why would he? In what capacity is he going to promise me that?
If he wins.
He would win.
What if he doesn't
He's the
win?
best candidate of all the MPP candidates.
Really?
Yes. Serwaa, 31st January 2026, by 7 p.m., Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia would have been reselected with an overwhelming majority.
There are prophets who have said that Kennedy Japan will win.
Who?
You haven't seen the prophets who said that Kennedy Japan will win. He's called Prophet El Bernard.
Let me leave him aside. Take.
Who has said that I know of? What if, if Dr. Bawumia doesn't win, who will be your next preferred choice?
Why are we doing selection of one choice, number two choice? No, we don't do that. We do select people not with preferences. We do select the best. Look, where I am, how much I've served this party, from student leadership all the way to director of elections, all the way to member of parliament, to a minister. At that point, if I cannot boldly tell people who admire me that of the people, 5 people standing, the one who stands tallest among them, the best prepared, the most capable, the most winnable candidate among all the lot is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, then there's a problem with me. If you ask of all the 5 who is my friend, it might end up with a different results. If you ask me of all the 5 who is the least qualified, who should not have even gone to pick a form.
Who is that?
I'm just saying.
But who?
If I mention the name to you, you will tell us, Dapo doesn't like the person. Can I like everybody? Probably not. And why should I like somebody? For the virtues of that person, from the brain of that person, from the intellect of that person. Look, I have sat down in cabinet with almost all of them, or worked with them very, very closely. Ken, my senior brother, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president, running mate, and the vice president,
Brian Champon.
Brian Champon, who was a cabinet colleague, Educhum, who was my deputy minister and a cabinet colleague, and Kwabena Yapon, who was my party general secretary and party worker for a very long time. And when I put those 5 people in a scale, probably I can put all 4 in one and put Mayor Bawumia will still outweigh them.
So even your deputy minister, you don't think that he's qualified?
Why do you use the word even? It
no, I mean, because you had a very close relation. No, let me rephrase. Because you had a very close relationship.
I'll give you a chance to rephrase.
Yes, I mean, you worked very closely with this.
I'm not sure he believes that, but don't worry.
You don't believe in him?
I'm not sure he believes I worked closely with him, so no worries.
Are you fighting? Is there a problem between the two of you?
What for? Do I know how to fight? Do I know how to fight?
Okay.
I'm just
saying. Do you have a problem with him?
No, I don't have a problem with anybody. I go around and I campaign.
Do you think he should be contesting?
I go around and campaign.
I'm asking you.
I'm give you an example. I go around and campaign. And when I hear people who are flag bearers, who are insulting other flag bearers publicly, I speak against it.
Okay.
I speak against it. And I'll continue to speak against it. Especially if you're a flag bearer wanting to represent my party, our party, the alternative government in Ghana, and you start with lies, I'll speak out against it.
So does he have a problem with you?
Who? I'm talking about the 5. You are narrowing it to 1. I don't have a problem with anybody.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with anybody.
Okay.
I don't sleep and dream about problems with anybody.
Okay.
I don't act negatively against anybody.
Okay.
But look, we can all be winners. I don't believe in a zero-sum game.
Right.
Right. So I'm just saying that for the candidates that are coming, when I weigh them, I advise people that the best for us to give us power in 2020 is to come on with Bawumia.
Okay. Do you want to be president?
No, because those who want to be president are going to be president.
Maybe not now.
When?
In the near future.
When?
In the future.
What is future here?
Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, do you ever want to be president?
That is not why I'm working for Dr. Mahmoud.
Do you ever want to be president?
I don't know even the word ever. I don't understand how, when there's a live
It's a
contest,
yes or no question.
No, it's not a yes or no question. When there's a live contest that I am dying to serve my party.
It can be now. It can be now. Maybe in the next
Have you seen my
12
adopted
years.
logo?
In the next 12 years.
Have you seen my adopted logo?
No, I have not.
Okay. It is called the Opoku Prempeh One. You have to learn to...
I think you have answered my question.
You have to learn to serve.
Meaning you want to be hine, but you are learning how to serve. Thank you very much.
If you don't learn how to serve, you can never become a chief.
So you become president, but you are serving.
If that is your wish, thank God.
Okay. Okay. I have this last question for you before we go. You know, if the name Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is mentioned, what would you like to be known for?
Oh, I served. I worked competently. I worked diligently. I worked committed, dedicated to my office.
Okay.
I want to be known more of my excellence in public service than anything else.
Okay. There's a video of you on a very lighter note, though. Of, you know, when the Otumfuo went to the Flagstaff House now, you were engaged in a conversation with the chairman of the NDC and the chief of staff.
And a member of the Oracle Watch.
Okay. What were you talking about?
When I became an MP, the first person who approached me for long-lasting friendship was Seydou Ketia.
Really?
Yes. And he has never turned his back on me. In fact, I would say it here that on Monday, when it was President Kufuor's birthday, and I went to visit my uncle, he was there. He was there with his children.
Okay.
This man, I didn't know his children. This man called his children to him and asked them to come and greet me. Isn't it chilling? So we must be human beings before political office. Right? And I can tell you, I've lost one of my good friends, E.T. Mensah. We'll go to his house. He would send us a book. We shared common reading habits. He would take me to his village in Pram for his church harvest. I have a fantastic relationship with someone like Joe Ajahu. I'm just talking about outside my party with Joe Ajahu, who went all the way to Kumasi at the celebration of Otumfuo's anniversary and made certain pronouncements in presence of Otumfuo and my father. I've had people like Sam Gaba. I have people die in the wool NDC people. But
so
we see ourselves as human.
Well, wait, tell me.
I would never. You see, one of the last times President Mahama came to Parliament, and I went to greet them. He was not the president. He sat there, and I went to greet him, and he pulled me, and we were talking. People wanted to, why are you talking with President?
So you won't tell us?
I won't tell you.
Okay. Final. Do you miss Parliament?
Kofi Boakye said, I can tell you what he said. He walked to me because I apparently had gone past him, and I hadn't noticed him.
Right.
He got up and came back to me and said, bro, it's not possible.
Right.
Then I hugged him.
Okay.
So I want to say that it's been friendly. Okay. Look at you, got up, right? Julius Zebra got up. Okay. There are two competing NDC people. How come I'm friends with them? No. There's humanity before.
Do you miss Parliament?
Yesterday, I gave a lecture at Mount Crest University College.
Right.
And I said, when I look at the legal education reform bill and how bad a crafted bill it is, I wish I was in Parliament.
You go back to Parliament if the NPP does not win power in 2028?
You see, now you have added a lot of ifs. If MPP doesn't win power, there's one big if. If you are not selected, are you going to?
Would you want to go back
to
Parliament?
You said, if you are not selected as a running mate, would you go and contest a seat? That's what they are saying. Because I have to do those, I have to surmount those two ifs before I go to Parliament.
Would you want to ever go back to Parliament?
Yes, but in a different capacity.
As the president?
Maybe as a speaker.
I see. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
As a vice president.
Thank you very much. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is 2024 NPP vice presidential candidate, former energy minister and former education minister. Thank you so much. We've had this conversation for more than 2 hours. I hope that you
haven't
give
finished.
us the credit. And yes, and we still have a lot more to talk about. You know, I'll bring you back here.
You want to bring me back again?
When you are chosen as
a
vice president.
The last time I came here.
Thank you.
I've never been forgiven by certain people.
Really?
And those same people went back, I hear on Twitter in the spaces. Say, hey, Napo is going to Serwaa Amihere, the comment, Ghanaians. Can we be human forever?
Thank you very much, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, for coming on the show. I wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Stay with me. After the break, I have a few more conversations.